Hey folks, this is Coby with CobyWright.com, and tonight we're going to be talking about fast traffic tactics. Now, before I started the recording, I asked everyone in the room if they had done any article marketing in the past. And I'm looking at the answers now. I'm getting, let's see, Brett said none yet, Kelvin said yes, Peggy said yes. I'm getting several other yeses. So most people are familiar with article marketing. Excuse me, tongue-tied. Most of us are familiar with it, but a lot of people don't think it's as effective as it once was, especially after like Panda and Ezine Oracle, the Panda update with Google and Ezine Oracles got quote-unquote slapped. And so and it's really not as effective as it was. Yes, you can still get traffic, through Ezine articles and through all the other, normal article marketing tactics. But what I'm going to show you tonight is something that's actually what I like to call a new age article marketing. It's kind of like a step above. This is what we have to do in, pre-Panda, I'm sorry, post-Panda to get traffic and to get rankings. And my favorite part of it is it's to get a whole nother audience, because this traffic source that I'm going to show you tonight is one that's not flooded with internet marketers. If you do a lot of ad swaps, or if you're like me and a lot of your business is based from the Warrior Forum, well, it gets to a point where you kind of run out of people, because you've either come into touch with the people that are everyone in that market, or they've what I'm saying? You just run out of people because it's all the same people. They keep seeing you, they're like, yeah, I already know about him. I don't want that stuff. So, or they already know about internet marketing. And so what I like to do is I like to bring in, what I call fresh meat. And we're getting some more people coming in. That's awesome. You're in the right place. We're just getting started, so you haven't missed much. Uh, And I like to bring in, what I call fresh meat, people that aren't, maybe they're not on 10 other people's list, or they're not on 20 other people's list. Maybe they're just now, interested in internet marketing, or maybe they're already in business, but they're not doing business on internet marketing. So I like to reach these people, and I'm going to show you how to do that tonight. And you can do that with article marketing, but like I said, article marketing is not as effective anymore. So I'm going to show you what I do. Now, I'm sure all of you have heard of. Okay, well, let me start at point A. I'm getting ahead of myself. uh, let's start with what we do with an article. Well, obviously, you write an article. You can take a blog post. What I like to do is I will write something, and I'll write it for my blog. So I'll make a post, and I need to have. I think I have it on this computer. I hope. I'll make a post, and when I make a post, I will, I'm writing it for my blog, but I also know that I'm going to take this content and put it other places. And we have more people still coming in. Awesome. Thanks for joining us. You're in the right place. You haven't missed much. We actually waited a few minutes, so we're just getting started. Anyways, let me see if I can find this. Hopefully, maybe not. Oh, here it is. Yes. Oops. Let me go back. What I've done is, like this one, for instance. This is a post that I wrote for my blog. Some of you may have read this. I sent an email about it, but my blog went down after I sent the email, so the link was bad. But some of you still got to read it anyways. It's about accountability. It's what I did. I wrote this blog post. I wrote this post, posted on my blog at CobyWright.com. Okay, and then what you could do is spin it, or you can rewrite it. You don't have to. In the past, I would spin it. In this case, this article, I didn't, because I wasn't going to do a lot of what I call mass emission. In the past, I would spin it, make about 10 copies, and I would take all 10 of those and put it in 10 different directories, or on Web 2.0 sites, and stuff like that. I'd spread them around. In this case, I didn't. Because when I did this one, I just went straight for the because that's one of my what I call a quick traffic boost, which is not really quick, but like part of my checklist is submitting to these sites I'm about to show you. So I got my blog post. I posted to my blog, let it get indexed, all that good stuff, But then I take it, and I'm using OpenOffice. You can get it for free at openoffice.org. It's basically like WordPress, Microsoft Office. It's a word processor. So I put it in here, and you can see I jazzed it up, made the font a little bigger. You put some bolding and stuff in there. Put a picture of a banner in here with my name and my website, and my face for some branding. And whenever I do stuff on YouTube, I always put internet marketing with Coby and stuff like that. So this is kind of like my little catchphrase or something, I guess, that I'm trying to brand. So I got this whole article here. It's about 500 words, 400 words. It's not a big article. Maybe it's 300 words. It's not huge. And then at the end of it, I just add in links. You can see I got a couple links to my sites. I actually need to change that one because that's not even good now because my blog went down. I haven't put it back up. But nonetheless, I got a few links in here. Usually, I recommend that you just put like one or two and put them straight to a squeeze page. In this case, I didn't. I'm trying to get some traffic to my blog as well because my list is pretty big now, so I'm trying to spread my traffic around to all my sites. Even though this is to a list, this is for a squeeze page. This link right here is for a squeeze page, and this link right here is for a squeeze page. And this is more or less a squeeze page, but this is actually like a viral site. That's for a whole nother webinar, so we won't talk about that tonight. And this, of course, is my main blog. So and then I've got an affiliate link in here. Not an affiliate link to my own product, but it's my affiliate link so that I get paid. But you know what I mean. You could also put it to another product. Anyways, I format the article, put my picture down here in the bottom, and then I put a cover or a first page on here with just the title. When it comes to making money online, you need to be accountable with my name. And using OpenOffice, you can turn it into a PDF with one click. All I have to do is go up here and I click Export as PDF. And I just put the name in here. In this case, it's already saved. Oops. So I can go back and I see I'm putting questions in the box. That's awesome. I'll get to them in just a minute. So go back. Oops, I missed it. Let's go articles. There it is, accountability. There you go. Now we've got a PDF. So now you're thinking, so big deal, Coby. You took your article and you turned it into a PDF. What are you going to do with it? Now this is where we're going to go get our traffic. So we've got our article. We've turned it into a PDF. By the way, we just made a product. That's how easy it is. You take an article, so you can take a couple articles off your blog and turn them into an ebook that you can give away for free. For those of you who are having trouble building something to start with your list building. But anyways, I'm gonna look at the questions. See what we've got. Awesome, cool. Nothing I need to address. Awesome, okay, good. So now we've got our article, which is actually a blog post. I can go and show you my blog where it's at real quick, just so you know. I'll show you step by step what we're doing so that we don't get lost. Because sometimes I have the habit of going a little too fast, even though we are short on time. We only have an hour. But I want to show you one thing too while we're here. I'm not sure how well you'll be able to see this, but you can check this on your own. I'm using SEO Quark, which is a plugin for Firefox. And you can see, I don't know, you probably won't be able to see this because it's tiny. I can barely see it. But my page rank is a 2 out of 10. My Alexa is 80,000, 888. It's actually a little down. It was up as high as 76, but it kind of seems to be selling around 80 for now. So that'll increase. But that's cool. That's okay. I'm really proud of the PageRank too because this is only a 14-month-old site. But anyways, I'm getting off track. Let's go to, well, you can see that it's already made it a few days back now. Somewhere it's on here. Let's keep going. My blog recycles posts, so it gets pushed back pretty quick. Even though it'll get brought back up quick too, though. So here it is right here. When it comes to making money online, you need to be accountable. This is the original post. So I put it on my blog first. I pinged it, bookmarked it, you know, all that normal stuff that you're going to do. And so that it starts getting indexed in Google. And then, of course, I went to eZine Articles, and I submitted it there. I went to goarticles.com. I submitted it there. Okay, well, then I took it, and I made the beautiful PDF that we just saw. And I'm being sarcastic when I say beautiful, but it's not ugly. I mean, this will pass. This will fly. This is good looking. It's nothing that we have to be ashamed of, but it only took us a few minutes. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to Scribd or Scribd. I'm not sure exactly how you say it. It's spelled Scribd, but it sounds like it should be scribed. But nonetheless, this is the address, SCRIB as in boy and then D as in dog.com. And all you do here, as you can see, I'm already signed in automatically. And actually, I have several accounts on his because I didn't realize I actually created one account under my email address and one account under my Facebook address. And then actually, my VA has an account as well. So this isn't going to have all my stuff on here, but I think this will show us enough that I can just show you. But I'm not going to upload this one because I've already uploaded it to Scribd or Scribe. But you go here, you go to upload, you select your file, just like you would anything else. Boom, I go over and choose it. I'm not going to. And that's really about it. You hit upload, it'll pull it up, you put in your information. But I'm going to go and show you, look at some of the views. Scribd isn't the most popular one for me as far as views. It may be for your niche. Each one will be kind of different for each person depending on your niche or your writing style or just maybe the kind of traction it gets. But let me go and look at my stats. And I don't really come in here and look around very often, so forgive me if I'm not going to the right place because I just come in here and I put my stuff in and I go. You can see this one only has I just put this in the other day. It's already had 39 people read it. I'm really surprised that it's already got that many reads. So that just goes to show you that it works really well. And I'm trying to show more, but it's not working. So no, nonetheless, you can see this is the one that I just showed you. When it comes to making money online, you must be accountable. You can see right here, reads. It's already got 32. And I just put it on here the other day. I wish it would show the date. I'm sure it can. Or is that for total or is that for just today? I have 44 followers. I'm not sure what that means. Maybe that means they're following my stuff. I'm sure that is what that means, but it says also following 51. I don't know. I don't remember following anybody, but for anybody here who's a Scribd expert or knows any of that stuff, you can let me know and I will share it with everyone else. So we'll go into there. I'm going to go to this one's called Issuu, ISSUU.com, as in like an issue of a magazine, but it's spelled funny. Same thing here. Let's log in. And I hope that my password is right because I did not think ahead, which I should have thought ahead and been prepared. I forgot that I was on a different computer. Cool, it worked. And see, this one's going to have more because this is Coby Wright and not my Facebook one. So let's go and look at my library. I think this is the right section. I'm going to show you some of my stats here. Hopefully, see, yeah, there it is. There's the one I uploaded it the other day. You can see I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I mean, I don't know, I lost count there. 7 or 8. Here, oh, I have 8 right here. It says 8. I have 8 that I've uploaded into this account. And you can see they're all pretty much the same. So once you get a template that you like, you can do that and just swap out the, like the name and stuff and leave all your links the same, which is what I did in all these 4 right here. Or 5, I can't count. So I never can really figure out how to see my stats when I'm in Issuu, but I'm going to still look anyways today. The last time that I tried to do this, it didn't go too well. It's being very slow. Very slow. Okay, I'm not going to worry about that because it's not important. Udo, Y-U-D-U, this is another one of them. This one is my favorite one because I seem to get the most views here. But like I said, it may be different for you because most people love Scribe, whatever. Please forgive me for butchering the name. Let me go and look and see how many I have here in my library. I got looks about I got 7 or 8 in this one as well. You can see this is the one that I put it. Today is the 24th. I uploaded on the 13th. So 9 days ago, and it got 39 views on the other side. Let's see if I can see how many views it has here. I don't know if I can click on it. I always forget how to do it because, like I said, I very rarely come here and look because it's been viewed 10 times. So maybe I'm losing track of it you do because I told everybody it's my favorite one. So it's only got viewed 10 times here at Udo, which is it's no problem. But what's cool about these sites, let me take you to one more. That's one I'm sure you've heard of. It's Dog Stock. And there are a dozen of these. I have a list of about 10 that I submit to. And the cool thing is, using these PDFs, is you can still get ranked in Google just like an article. But you don't have to worry about duplicates, because I upload the same PDF to all the same sites. Articles, I will spin them, but then I'll pick my favorite article, my best one, and that's the one that I'll use in my PDF. So let me look and see. See, this one is with my Facebook, so I may not have very many on here. Let me look and see. See, it says Coby Wright 1. Yeah, because Coby Wright's taken with my non-Facebook. Nonetheless, I'm getting off topic again. Where is mine? Let's go to documents. And that may be taking me to search for theirs, so I'm not sure, for other people's documents. And it looks like that's what it's doing. Maybe if I click on my name, yeah, there it is, my documents. Like I say, I mean, I don't claim to be a computer whiz or a genius, so, you know, if I can do this stuff, anybody can. You can see I've only got 2 in this one because this is my Facebook one, and either one of these is the one that we're going to look at. But nonetheless, I can still look, and we'll look and see about kind of stats it's got, and maybe if I can figure out how to do it. No. I'm not very smart. I'm kidding. Okay. Well, don't know how to say this is viewed. Okay, nonetheless, it's not important. We did see on, let's go back to Script D then, since I was able to see that, and let's see if I can find, let me log in with another one. Let's try logging in with, not on my Facebook. Probably not even the right password. Nope. No problem. So let's go and see where we can find some more of these. Let's go Google, because I don't have my checklist with me. But go here, and let's type in document sharing sites. And you got 9 million results. So no problem that you could be able to find some other ones to submit to. And I wish I could tell you some of the ones I submit to, but I can't think of them off the top of my head because I just have them in my little file. You know, I paste them in and go. And of course, whenever you're live, you go blank. So let's do top document sharing sites. And what's cool too is once you turn these into a PDF, is you can actually go one step further, and this is kind of old school, and you can actually start submitting your PDFs. This is something I do as well, and I hardly ever tell anybody about this because I always forget, is you can take your PDFs, because they're an ebook now, right, and you can submit them to all the free ebook sites, and that is, and there's a ton of those online as well. So let's see if there's any on here that says Mashable has probably got a couple of good ones to mention. Dogstock, we already talked about that one. Scribe, we talked about that one. Google Docs. I've never used Google Docs, and I didn't even realize that you could do that at Google Docs. But now that I think about it, I don't know why you wouldn't be able to. Crap. So we all just learned something. I just learned a new one on that one, Google Docs. There you go. Awesome. Microsoft Office Online. That's another one I didn't know about. This is cool. Sweet. Gazwho.com. I didn't know about that one either. Wow. I just learned 3. Everyone write that down. Gazwho.com. Gazhoo. Microsoft Online. The web address it gives is really weird. It's like office.microsoft.com/en-us blah 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 blah. So might just Google Microsoft Office Online. Google Docs is docs.google.com. docs.google.com. Awesome. That is awesome. We just found about 3. Honorable mentions, BookGoo. I've never heard of that one, so that's awesome. And it is BookGoo, BookGoo.com. This other one is Edocker. That's probably what it is, Edocker. It's edocr.com. Issue, we already talked about that one. And YouTube, we talked about YouTube. This one says YouTube Freedom. This is a different address. Let's go and check that one out, just because I'm curious. And we got some questions in here. I'll see if Sam said that Google Doc checks for duplicates. So then with that, since we know that, and Brett asked, are there varying terms or rules for document sharing site-wide? First, Sam said that Google Docs checks for duplicate content. So start with Google Documents first. So put your, after you put it on your blog, go to Google Docs and put it there first. And let them index it before you go to Docs, and Scribed, and Issue, and Udo, etc., etc. Now for Brett's question, are there varying terms or rules for document sharing site-wide? I don't really know. I mean, I guess common sense stuff. I mean, as far as I've never really got in there and read their terms of service, to be completely honest, and I don't want to give you misinformation. But as far as, you know, like, as far as you're putting out good content and you're not sending them to porn sites or something, there shouldn't be a problem. I think there is, you know, like terms of service for some of them where you can't put anything that has to do with like drugs or drug paraphernalia or porn or, you know, anything illegal top related, and I'm sure they have a list. But I've never had any issues with them. I've never had any of my accounts banned, and even though I made duplicate accounts on nearly all of them by accident, I haven't had any of my accounts banned, and I haven't had any of my documents pulled or taken down or anything really. So I would say just it's the same kind of rules as like article sites have. Just, you know, keep it clean, don't plagiarize, you should be okay. Another thing that I also like to do in my documents, and I didn't do it in this one because I plain forgot, is I will like to put, like in here, if I have room, I didn't have room in this one either, is I'll put like real big, you have, you know, like right here or something, congratulations, you now have giveaway rights to this PDF. You can give it away or sell it as you see fit, as long as you don't change the contents, which that'll kind of help sometimes, you know. I mean, even if they don't pass it around, if sometimes somebody, the right person, might get a hold of it, and they're like, and they have a list of, say, 5,000, and they're like, hey, this is a cool little article, I bet my list would like it. So they take it and they send the PDF to their list. 5,000, let's say that 200 of them read it, and out of those 200, maybe a couple of them do the exact same thing. I mean, you could think that you could reach a lot more people like that, and that's how you can go viral. And that's another thing I suggest you do if you start submitting them to the free ebook sites, is be sure and put that in there. I forgot to do it on this one, I forgot to do it on some of my other ones, but whenever I remember, always put it in there. Vanessa is asking, so you're saying write an article, place it on your blog, and then take that same article and turn it into a PDF, and then submit the PDF to document sharing sites? Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. Absolutely. Except you're going to add to the PDF, and when I mean add to it, I mean you're going to put more links in it. You're going to put, like I have this pretty little banner, you know, and my picture and stuff in here, and this banner is linked as well. So if they click on it, it'll take them to my site also, which I thought it was. It didn't look like it was hovering. Yeah, it is. Okay. And see, I mean, I'll put the links at the bottom, and they're not, you know, like, so I make sure and give them good value. This is a really good article. It's not, you know, it doesn't teach them how to make $1 million. Now, that's just kind of a motivational article. But it gives some good value in here as well. Before I give them, you know, there is 1, 2, 6 links here, plus the banners that link to my site. But that's what's good about these document sharing sites, is if I'm using an article site, they're going to limit me to, you know, usually two URLs. And Rudy said, have you ever come across a republished article that has been modified? That's a good question. Do you mean like somebody ripping off my stuff? Or do you mean where they take like the same article and then they rewrite it themselves? To be honest, I haven't found anybody ripping off my stuff, but I don't really look. So I'm sure there is somebody ripping it off, and I just haven't noticed. I have noticed, though, that using like RSS feeds and stuff, which I'm about to show you all how that goes into hand with these, but I have noticed that like my articles will get posted on other sites, or links to them will get posted on other sites, and they're not copying my stuff because it's okay to put, it's okay to borrow content. Like if you can take something off my blog, you can take this blog post here or any post off my blog and put it on your blog as long as you say this is an awesome article that I read from Coby Wright, and you leave it exactly as it is, links and all. That's okay. And Google, Google sees that happening. Google doesn't, I mean, people, that's where people get confused about duplicate content too, is because that's what Google wants to see. Google wants to see people sharing content because that shows them that my site is a quality site because you're linking to it and, it's a good article. And well, if they spin the content, well, then we're just screwed. And people will do that. There's nothing really you can do about it. That's just part of the game. Um, that's just part of it. People will take your stuff. They're going to rip it off. People are going to put your products on, on black hat forums. They're going to, I mean, that's just part of the game with selling information products is you're just, that's just part of it. We have a high overhead, but so that's just, that's part of the benefits of having a high, or I'm sorry, a low overhead is having, high refunds or higher refunds than maybe a retail store and having people steal from you more. So that happens. I don't even let it bother me because, I don't care. Because most of the times that I see that I have seen that done, actually, I take that back. I did see it, not in the internet marketing niche, but another niche that I'm in. I saw it done, and they spun the content extremely, extremely poorly. You couldn't even read it. And I knew it was my content because I was the only person writing about this in this particular niche. And I was the only, one writing about this that niche and submitting it to the article directory. So I knew that it was my material. And they were trying to make it fit to their site, which my site was a sub-niche of a sub-niche, so that's how small it was, even though it was a good one, or is a good one still. But so they were trying to make it fit to a broader niche, whereas it wasn't fitting with them, and they spun it extremely bad, and it made their site look really bad. So most often people that are doing that, they flame themselves out because either Google catches onto it, or they just flat out just go away because they realize that whatever they're doing is not working. So I don't even let that bother me at all. I don't let duplicate people stealing my stuff really bother me because I've noticed that for every wise guy there is out there stealing your stuff, there's 4 or 5 people out there who are doing it ethically, and so it makes up for it because I have had people contact me before and say, hey, your blog's awesome. I like your posts. Is it okay if I put them on my blog? I'm like, yeah, sure. Just make sure that you leave it as it is and you put a link. I'm cool with that. And I am. I'll do a guest post if someone wants. I don't care. As long as I get a link to my site, then I'll get traffic. And it's a win-win situation because some people absolutely can't find content. And for their readers, they may have never known about me. So they show them this article, and they're like, hey, that's great. Because, I mean, think about it. There's probably over 1 million marketers out there, and I have a list of, like 15,000. And you think about it, that's extremely small. 15,000 compared to 1 million is, so it's cool. I'm getting off topic. So once we've submitted our document, the next thing I like to do is, I know some of y'all have seen me do this, I will go to Social Monkey. And let me grab one of these. Let me go back to and find. Let me log in and let's grab this one. Get the URL to it. Maybe. Maybe I need to copy link. Let's try that. Copy link address. Okay. Link copied to clipboard. Let's go over here. All right. It's a little fuzzy because it is at 192%. There we go. Let's dim it down some. Anyways, I don't think this is how I'd want it. So let's. I'm gonna take off this last little bit. I don't know if it'll help or not, but I'm gonna see if it will. Yeah, it did. Cool. I put it back to the side. That's what I want. So now I'm gonna bookmark this, and I'm using the Social Monkey bookmarking plugin. It's free. You can go to socialmonkey.com. You don't have to have the plugin if you're not using Firefox or you have issues with compatibility with Firefox plugins. You don't have to use it. You can do it from their site, just the same. But since I have the plugin, all I have to do is click here. I need to log in. Actually, I better go to the site because it will show my password, and I don't really feel like showing you my password because I don't want to have to go and change it afterwards. Not that it's a big deal, but I'm really lazy. I'm sure y'all will understand. Anyways, it's Social Monkey. It's monkey with 2 E's. And since we're here, I can give you this link. So pasting the link into the chat box, and we got a questions here. Brett said, "Speak no evil." Ken said, "Come on." Uh, Morris said, "This is cool because I just joined Social Monkey and was wondering what to do with them." There you go. Social Monkey is awesome. I love Social Monkey. I've been using them for a very long time. So what's cool is if you can afford the premium account, do it. If not, just hang in there until you refer. I think it's 12 people, and you can get the premium account for free. That's what I've done. I've referred now 16 people. So I think I sent an email to my list. This is when I had a really small list of like 2,000, and it was fairly easy to get the 12 referrals. And that's also another side tip for those paying attention that want to build a list. Colin Klinkert has built a list of over 60,000 in like 10 months or however long the site's been out by using that model of free membership. Oh, you want a free paid membership? Well, you can pay me $47, or you can send 12 of your friends. So yeah, I sent him 16 subscribers is what I've done, who in turn probably sent him more subscribers. So he built up a huge list, basically virally on autopilot. So that again is also another, that's for a whole nother training in itself. So I'll focus on that in another day. But then while we're here, we're going to go to submit. I'll go back and copy this link, copy. And some of you have seen me do this before. I'm sorry, but we're going to do it anyways, again, for those who haven't. And awesome, I think yes, it is. I already got my tags in there. Great, from the last time I was here. That is awesome. That will save us some great time. Some great time. I don't even sound like I speak English. Sorry. It'll save us a lot of time. What happened here? What did I do? Oh, I messed everything up. Yes, you did. There you go. Let's click that. Click it. Control C. Let's try that. There we go. And Control V is the keyboard shortcut for paste. Of course, that's not quite enough characters. I need 160, so I'm going to put some more stuff in here. Just to kind of, and this is spin tax. This means it spins your, because it's submitting to 100 different blog, or to 100 social bookmarking sites. And so with the spin tax in here, I can make it spin. And for those who don't know what spin tax means, that means, like in this instance where it's got it's got like 5 different words here. It'll say make money online, internet marketing tools. Make money online, internet marketing tips. And then there's advice, lessons, say there's a word, and each time it comes through here, it'll pick a different word from this bracket. And then the next page, it'll go to the next set. It'll say making, earning, whatever I'm going to put in here. Getting money, cash, income. Don't spend a lot of time trying to get this perfect because these aren't the highest quality backlinks, but so you don't have to make it perfect. Just put some stuff in here and get it going. Go on to the next thing. It is easier than you think. With the tags, same thing. Hopefully, I hope they're still in here. Yes. You can on here. There's lots of different categories. Don't get hung up on the category. Just pick one because I know some of them. Sometimes you may be doing a site that's like not a perfect fit in one of these, and you're like, well, it doesn't really fit in any of these. Just pick one and go. Don't spend a whole lot of time. Business or news will fit into pretty much anything that most of us are doing. And for those who are doing hobbies and stuff, sports, technology, entertainment, I mean, this all stuff fits somewhere. I'm gonna put mine in business this time. You can choose to drip feed your excuse me. You could drip feed your I'm getting tongue-tied. Social bookmarks. You can drip feed them over 2 weeks. I'm just going to do quickest as possible for 2 days, and it says Submit to 125. Ooh, what's this? There must be a new, oh, now there's an elite membership. I didn't know about that, so I might be getting that. I'm sure it's probably like to get the elite membership, refer another 10 people or another 20 people or something. So if you're on my list, you might be getting an email about that soon. Okay, we'll just hit click submit to 100 sites. And there you go. Boom, it's been done. Also, what you need to do is take this URL from your social bookmarking post, go to pingomag.com. I know a lot of y'all have seen me do this before. I'm sorry because some people haven't. And then we'll just put same thing, get more sleep. I have no clue where that came from because I don't remember doing anything about sleep. But, you know, maybe it was my girlfriend. She's learning to do internet marketing now, so maybe she was doing some work. That's awesome. I hope she was. I love seeing people take action, which she has been. Okay, I'll put in here the URL, which I did not put. I just put in the spin tags on accident, so we'll copy this, put it in here, put it in there. Blog name, we'll say just making money online. There we go, we'll put that one. And then hit ping. I'm not going to do it since I've already pinged it. I don't want to be spamming. But I'd hit send pings, that'd be it. Got some more questions. What's the best drip feed rate? 2, 5, 7. Rudy asked, what's the best drip feed rate? 2 days, 5 days, 7 days, or longer? Rudy, I'm not an SEO guy, and so I don't want to lie to you and tell you that I know the best, what the best is. I normally just do 2 days. If I'm doing a site where I'm doing a lot of bookmarks, then I'll start spacing them out. I'll do like if I'm making a brand new site, I know that I'm about to make like 100 bookmarks for 3 different posts on the same day. Well, then I'll spread it out. I'll do like the first one, just like the ratio that you put here. I'll do the first one for like 2 days, and then I'll do another one for 5 days, and do another one for 7 days. That's just because it's the same account. And for the same site, that's because it's all on the same day. But now, if I was going to come back the next day and do more, then I might just do 2 days. So I might do, just because I'm doing one site a day. So if I'm doing one site on multiple days, I might drip feed it. But that's really just preference, and don't get hung up on that. Don't worry about it. If you're scared that Google may think you're getting too many backlinks, then just do it for 2 weeks. That's like, 3 or 4 backlinks a day. Or how many is that? It's less than 10. It's less than 10 backlinks a day. So just do that, and you won't have to worry about it. Yeah, Isaiah said, what did he miss? You missed the secret traffic source. Sorry. Sam said, I see that the Weed Eater site has moved to #1. You know what, Sam? I hadn't even checked. That's awesome. I need to go look. Let's go look at that. That's we got some extra time here. Thanks for bringing that to my attention, Sam. I hadn't even touched it because I've been working on Rudy's, or I've been working on Robert's side. I'm getting ready to work on Rudy's side. I've been caught up doing clients' sites. I haven't even had a chance to work on it, and it's not even half of what it should be. Wow, it sure is. Awesome. I guess I don't know if you count Amazon. I guess that's kind of 3 and 4, but I'll take that. That is awesome. Wow, I didn't even know that. Thanks for telling me that, Sam. You just made my day. It doesn't get much better than that. And I have a really good feeling as I add more content to it after I finish these sites for Robert and Rudy. I think that once I can actually do some work on it, put some content on it, and do some more bookmarks and stuff, that'll move up even further. Because, there's 2. I love the fact that I get 2 spots here, #3 and #4. And I can't wait to... I need to make a product about this. In fact, I think I might be teaming up with someone to do a WSO on something like this on the replays that y'all have already seen. So you can see I only have 2 posts on here. It's just 2 posts, and that's still it. I've been working on Robert's sites. I'll let y'all look at those. I haven't even checked the rankings on those. Actually, let's don't get off topic. I'm sorry. Let me look at the questions here. Rudy said, congratulations. Thank you. Isaiah said he was having Wi-Fi problems. I'm sorry. Awesome. Okay. I feel like I rushed through that because there really should be. I feel like there's there's more to this. I mean, there's really not. There's really not. It's really simple. That's all it is these document sharing sites. I don't want to feel like I'm selling y'all short because, man, that was only about 40 minutes, and I feel like I was kind of selling y'all short. I feel like I missed something. What did I miss? Somebody tell me what I missed. Or, well, let's just keep talking about traffic. So, I just gave you two of my favorite traffic sources, which is social bookmarks and using these document sharing sites. Now, really what you're doing is this is really repurposing your content because really, I mean, it's getting more, or what's what's the motivational cliche I'm looking for here? Work smarter, not harder. There we go. That one will fit. You need to get the most out of what you're doing because it takes time to make quality blog posts. I don't consider myself to be a professional writer of any sort, even though I guess technically that's kind of what I am. I guess that some people you could say that I technically am that, where I'm a producer. But so but it takes time for me to write a decent blog post. I mean, at least 30 minutes, and I think that I have an easier time writing than a normal person. So for an average person, it may take even longer. And uh, sometimes I just happen to get in the zone. I can write pretty easily, but other times, man, I'll sit here and tap my keyboard like, okay, Coby, what are we going to write about? So once I get something out there and it's really good, then I want to get it in front of as many people as I can. And unfortunately, my little blog, even though it's a page rank 2 now, and 80,000 Alexa, and it got 9,000, 10 or 9 or 10,000 visits the last 2 months. That's still not that many people. And when I can put it in these document sharing sites, well, that broadens my reach. And even though, like you said, it wasn't or like I showed you, it wasn't anything massive. I got 39 views here, 100 views there, 20 views here. But if I'm putting it at 10 sites and I can get 5 views a day on each one of my documents at 10 different sites, that's 50 views. Maybe I'll get 20 clicks back to my website, and that'll, and then I'll get 10 visitors on my list. Not, nothing big, but if I can get 10 visitors on my list per day, per article, now look at now the picture starts getting bigger. Let me get this up. I want to do some math here because this is very interesting, and let's get this on film so it helps you better visualize it. Dang it, laser mouse. Okay, let's say that per article they're submitting it to 10 of these directories, and we can average 5 views a day. Maybe that's I think that's being conservative. Maybe it's not, but we'll just pretend that it is. I think it is being conservative. Other people may argue with me, but regardless, here we go. So we got 5 articles or 5 PDFs. We're going to call them PDFs so we don't get confused. I'm sorry. 5 PDFs. Wait, I'm sorry. 1 PDF times 10 doc sharing sites times 5 views a day. I know this is simple math, but bear with me, equals 50 views a day. Okay, well, let's pretend that, let's do really conservative and say that you get 10% click-through. 10% click-through. Or, well, let's stick with easy math. That may be hard. Let's just stick with what we said originally, that you get 20 clicks. So that would be like a 40% click-through. So that's not, I don't think that's unrealistic in this case. But let's say you just get 10. Let's do that. Let's say you get 10 click-throughs. So that's 20%. Or something. I don't know. My math's terrible. If I'm wrong, y'all go ahead and tell me in the chat. 50 views. Let's say you get 10 clicks. And if your squeeze page converts to 50%, which pretty much, it's not too hard to get one that does, that should convert into 5 subscribers. So that means 5 subscribers per article, or per PDF, sorry. So now there's 30 days in a month times 5 subscribers a day equals 150. Yeah, duh, Coby. You're the one that sucks at math, not us. Yeah, I know. Okay, I'm sorry. But 150 subscribers a month on your list. Now we're talking. That's pretty good stuff from one article. I mean, if you're getting 150 people on your list per article at Ezon, then you're doing something better than me. And I've got a decent view count at Ezon. So if you do, then let me know what you're doing because it's not working for me. I have like 8% click through, I think, at Ezon, but that's because of that one niche that I mentioned. My internet marketing is a little bit lower. And there's some people who get 20% click through in their articles, but like I said, I'm not a great article writer. Anyways, I'm trying to make this bigger and I'm in the wrong spot. Here we go. Okay, so 150 subscribers on your list per article. I'm sorry, per PDF. So now, let's say that you go and you spend $100 for a decent writer and have them write you 10 articles, okay, and that you put on your blog and then turn into PDFs. So you spend $100 on articles, or you can write them yourself. You can probably write them yourself. If you don't want to, or you feel that you can't, go find someone to do them for you. $10. For $10, you ought to be able to get a decent article. I would say $10 will buy you a fairly decent article that you can, if you have to, touch up yourself. Probably not have to. It'll probably be as good or better than most PLR you get. So, or you can just go and find some PLR articles as well. And you get 10, and you submit them to these document sharing sites like we talked about. So now you have 10 sites, 10 PDFs that are getting 10 clicks a day. Where is my X sign? There it is. Times 10 clicks a day each. 100 clicks a day. Of course, we already knew that, Coby. Easy math. Which means 50 subscribers, right? In a perfect world. Oh, well, my squeeze pages convert to 50%. It's not that hard to do. I'd say at least 30%. You should be converting at least 30%. If you're not, then please, please, please come find me. I'll help you. 50 subscribers per day. So now we're talking about 1,500, 30 days times 50 subscribers a day. Where's my X? 50 subs a day equals 1,500 subscribers. Now y'all are seeing how I'm able to build my list so fast. And in addition to other things that I do, this is just one of the things. This is slow. This is what I call slow traffic. Okay, and now and to be honest, I got complacent and quit doing these because I started getting a lot of traffic, started getting caught up with other stuff, and then I hired a VA and they started doing it, and I've kind of lost track of it. And that's why the other day I decided, man, I got to start doing this again because it was working for me, and it still is working. I'm still getting views. My older stuff. Let me make this a little smaller so it'll all fit in the screen. And I see there's some questions in the box, so I will address those. Cool. How do you Sam asked, how do you upload them to the document sharing sites? That's a great question. I think I went through that too fast. I will go right back and show you that. And then Rudy asked, you stopped with Ping-O-Matic. What's the next step? And Vanessa asked, do a recap of everything and show us step by step. We'll do that as well. And Ken said, I'm spent too much math on a Saturday night. Yeah, you and me both. Ken also said, bonus alert, you should probably open a new window and you should probably open a new window in private browsing setting to get a better feel for where your site is. Google recognizes where you are and will oftentimes bring your site up on the first page when you Google your own listing. Yeah, Ken's right. Sometimes if you're signed into like a Google, like if you're signed into Google Docs or if you're signed into Gmail, Google will actually track your preferences and it will actually bring up sites based on your past history rather than the actual search results. So if you're logged into a Google account, then that will hinder your results. Thank you for the reminder, Ken. Brett said you can turn off the history. Yeah, exactly. That's another thing you can do as well. Okay, so to submit, well, I think I'll answer Sam's question in addition to Vanessa's request and recapping what I talked about. So we'll start there. What you're going to do is you're going to write an article for your blog, post it on your blog. And of course, you don't have to have a blog. If you don't have a blog, this can still work. If you just had an autoresponder, like if you have Aweber that will host your web form, or if you have a Blogger blog, or something where you can put a web form, you can do that as well. You don't absolutely have to have your own site. Don't let that hold you back, because there are ways around that. You can get one at Weebly, you can get a Blogger, blog, anything. Don't let an excuse be an excuse. But sorry, I got off on my little rant. Take my article, put it into my open office here, spruce it up, make it look pretty, put some links in here, put my banner, my picture, make the text bigger, just do all the normal formatting stuff. I only made it 3 pages. I like to keep it short. Oops, sorry. And you can see I made a fancy looking little cover page here. Nothing, I mean, this looks good and it looks fine. People can read it on their iPhone or whatever they're browsing at Udo or DocStock or wherever, without it, you don't want a whole lot of graphics, because you got to think about the devices that people are going to be using. And I forgot to mention that. That's another thing I like about these document sharing sites is a lot of times people will go there. There's some of them. There's another one I forget. I think it's called Calameo. Yes, Calameo. Calameo. I use that one a lot too. And that one's targeted towards people who use like iPads and iPhones and stuff like that. And so you get a lot. So I was talking about the traffic you get that you don't normally have access to. Not everybody is on Google searching for internet marketing or make money online, which they probably wouldn't find my site anyways. But or they're not in these on articles looking for that stuff. So they just happen to run across it when they're in these document sharing sites. Maybe they're in there looking for something else, or maybe they're in a business class and they want to, know something about, maybe, something related. Like, I can't even think of something. Maybe they're wanting to know how to start a mailing list for their, their offline business, and they run across one of my documents about list building, because whenever a lot of them are targeted towards businesses, or some of them are anyways, are targeted towards people who aren't necessarily internet marketers. So they may run across that and think, oh, this guy sounds like he knows what he's talking about. And they may get on my, doing my list building e-course, and then, get them on a list, and then maybe they'll buy one of my list building products from me, or one of my list building courses. So, it works like that. Whereas then it may have never found me otherwise, because they don't even know about the Warrior Forum, or, or maybe they don't see me on Twitter or Facebook or any of the other avenues. This is just another avenue to market yourself. So I got off track there a little bit, but we've got our article and we've got it ready. We'll turn it into a PDF by clicking the Export Directly as PDF button up here. You can also go over to File and go down to Export as PDF when you're using OpenOffice, which is free at openoffice.org. I believe you can also do it with Microsoft Office by printing it as a PDF. Don't quote me on that, because it's been a long time since I've used Microsoft Office. Because even this new computer I got, it had OpenOffice on it instead of Microsoft Office. So I don't know if that's a new thing Windows is doing or what, but it did. And so now I've got a PDF. I'm going to go to my document sharing sites. We'll go to Issue, for example, and to ask Sam's question, how do you upload? Nearly all of them are going to have a button that says Upload. And see, this one's up here in the top right. Over at Scribd on the left. Let's go to Google Docs. Google Docs, you have to sign with Google. Okay, just a second here. This is my first time ever in Google Docs. I didn't even know that this existed. I guess I knew that it existed. I didn't realize that that's what it was. Here it looks like it's a little bit more complicated. I'm sure that you go to Documents, more options. Oh, here it is, right here on the left, Upload. So say they should all be somewhere located upwards at the top. I haven't really ran across a site that was hard to find other than this one just now, Google. And it was right here. Rudy says Word offers you to save it as a PDF. Okay, yeah, I knew that you could do something with it with Word. I just wasn't exactly sure how you do it. Rudy said that if you're using Word, just save it as a PDF. Robert said, for those of us that are slow, we'll be able to watch this again. I haven't decided, Robert, what I was going to do with it. And I mentioned your name and you weren't even here. Okay. think I've covered it all. Oh no, I didn't. Yeah, anyways, we upload it. I'm sorry. In this case, we'd go to here, we get it uploaded, then we would take our URL, which we took earlier, which we got up here, And then we went and we pinged it, and then I go to Social Monkey. Go to socialmonkey.com and we bookmark it. And then we'll come back tomorrow and or whenever. Actually, I'll come back in 2 days since I set this for 2 days, and I'll go to reports, and I'll scroll down to the bottom, and it will actually give me a report of all the links that it made, and it will also give me a RSS feed for the reports, which is what I really want. And I get it over here. I just right click on it and choose copy link. I'm sorry. Yeah. Copy link location. So copy link location, and I will go back. In this case, it would be for this one. Obviously, I'll come back in 2 days, and then I would go back to Ping-O-Matic. I would ping it again, and then I could go to feedag.com or any other RSS feed directory, and I can submit that feed, and I can then it will give you another URL which you can ping and or bookmark, and you can just keep repeating that as many times as you want. Yes, great. Thank you for that, for reminding me. Hamid. Hamid said, "Hi Coby. I've noticed that you have to be careful with Word as the active links will not be clickable in PDF. But if you use OpenOffice, the links are active and clickable. Just a point worth mentioning." Yes, absolutely, it's worth mentioning. I forgot that about Word. I didn't know that they were completely unclickable. I knew that there was issues with having them be clickable. That was kind of hard to do, or maybe impossible, and I forgot all about that. Yes, thanks for the reminder. And with OpenOffice, you need to make sure that when you export as a PDF, that you make sure that you have the tagged PDF option checked. I didn't go through that. I need to point that out again. What you do is you click here. Let me get this out of the way. Oh, sorry. Export as PDF. Yeah, see this one that I brought up here? You need to make sure that this right here, tagged PDF, is checked. That way your links will work. And just hit export. I'm not going to do it because we've already done it twice. Let's see. Dan said, any site you would recommend to get someone to write articles or for your blog? Dan, I really don't do a whole lot of article outsourcing. Occasionally, somebody in the Warrior Forum will we have an WSO or some kind of special, and I'll buy like a 5-pack or something. A lot of times, I'll actually look for like PLR articles that I can rewrite myself. Most of the internet marketing stuff I pretty much do myself these days. But in the beginning, I would use PLR and just rewrite it myself because, I have a different style of, I try to, talk like or write like I talk, and I guess I talk funny, so I have to write funny as well. But I have used Fiverr to get articles wrote, but I usually, if I was going to go and have someone write articles for me today, I would start in the Warrior Forum at the Warrior for Hire, but you can use any of the outsourcing desks like Odesk or Elancer or any of those. Because I actually, in the beginning of my internet marketing career, to kind of get myself some extra spending money, I would actually write articles at, I think it was freelancer.com maybe, or maybe it could have been Elance. One of those. There's about 3 or 4 of them. Odesk seems to be the most popular one. But I wrote them there, but I only got paid like $1 or $2, so it was literally just, I had to pay like my hosting and stuff. And Kelvin said, I guess when you go ping, you ping each one of the share sites. Yes. What I just showed you, I bookmark and ping every single site. Of course, with Social Monkey, I run out of bookmarks after 3. So you just kind of got to pick and choose, like each day, which 3 you want to do. Like whenever I was doing this every single day, what I would do was like on Monday, then I'd have 3 that I would bookmark. Then the next day I would bookmark a different 3, and then on Wednesday I would bookmark a different 3, and just kind of keep doing that. And just let's see, whatever other questions, a bunch of questions now. Peggy said, if the article is already on Ezon, you can make it a PDF and submit to Google. Will either of them have a problem? No, absolutely not. That's great question. You don't have to go and write new articles. You don't have to go and write new blog posts. You can take the ones you already have. In fact, I do this all the time. If I'm feeling too lazy to write a new one, I'll just go and take one I already have and make it a PDF and go and submit it to the document sharing site. In that case, Peggy, you would just skip, submitting it to the article directories because you've already got it at the article directories. So yeah, you could absolutely do that. And Kelvin said elance.com or Fiverr for articles. Yeah, that'll work. Hamet said a new site seems to be good. Writer by Brad or Matt Callan looks good if they're expert writers. They're around $2 or $3. I don't know the, if you know that link, I will tell people what it is. But I think I have heard of that. Brad and Matt Callan. They do. I think I have heard about that. They have. I forgot what it's called as well. And he said they've had a few problems. It seems to be sorted out now. So y'all can Google that. Brad and Matt Callan articles. So if Brad or Matt Callan happen to see this, y'all owe me some affiliate commissions. Reese said, I'm using Word 2010 and links are clickable when you save the documents to PDF. Awesome. Awesome. They may have got that fixed then. And Kellen said, where do you get your ideas for your blog post? Blog post ideas come from several places. Sometimes I've actually went as far, Kelvin, to just ask my subscribers, hey, what do y'all want to hear about? And surprisingly, you can ask that about once a month, and you'll get a pretty good list of stuff to. And actually, I have a list of videos, or I have a list of stuff that they wanted me to write videos about. Because actually, and I haven't even got about halfway through it, and actually, I think I've lost that list. But just anything that I think of, or if I, sometimes I just happen to be outside with the dogs or something, and I'll think of something, or I'll be doing something, I'll like, hey man, I need to write about that. Or sometimes I just maybe sometimes I have an agenda. If I'm promoting, maybe I'm about to release a new product. Say I'm about to release a new product about PLR, which actually I am about to do that on Tuesday. But it's not a new product. Y'all have all seen it, but I'm going to release one of my products is a WSO on Tuesday. But say I'm releasing a product about PLR, and I know that on Tuesday I'm releasing a product about PLR. So it would have been, if I would have been smart, then I would have made today's webinar about PLR. Of course, I've already done a PLR webinar, so everybody here's already seen that. But maybe or write an article about PLR, public label rights, or a blog post, send it to my list, and then maybe like a day or two later, write another article or a blog post about public label rights, or make a video about it, put that on my blog, send my list to that, and you're just kind of warming them up. And then day 3, hey, I was talking about public label rights. Well, here you go. I just released this new WSO. You can learn how to do everything you want with public label rights. Go check it out. And they're going to go buy it. And then another way to again promote that product to them again without being one of the pain in the ass guys who send 100 offers is the next day. Hey, here's another blog post about PLR articles, or hey, here's a free ebook about PLR. Hey, I made this quick video about PLR. Go check it out on my blog. And again, you can reference to the product. So you can be promoting this whole time, but at the same time, you're providing value. And I mean, that works for me. If you go to my blog, there's very rarely is there any ads on the side or at the top, but nearly every single article has a link to it, to a product or to a squeeze page. Mostly now to a product. In my earlier days, I put them all to the squeeze page, but now, like I said, my list is a decent size, so I guess now I'm trying to get buyers on my list rather than just prospects. And so, it's kind of soft selling, and it's warming them up, and it just gets them, it makes them like you better, because you know what? I mean, the blog post is informative, so they're going to get something out of that whether they buy the product or not. So in their eyes, even though I really am promoting the product to them, I'm helping them as well. So I'm providing them value, and that also brings in, the reciprocity or whatever it's called. You know it's where I'm talking about. I can't. You add the my southern accent doesn't work with that word, but it makes them. They feel like they owe you something because you're giving all this to them for nothing. They feel like they owe you something, so they want to buy a product from you. And so that just helps. That's how I get my ideas. I base them on just whatever I'm doing at the time. I mean, it just. If you're doing something at the time, like in your case, Coby, you do a bunch of funnels. You can make a blog post about, how to make a good squeeze page, or how to, use MRR products. And then at the end of the blog post, you can link to, a webinar that you're doing for funnels, or link to your funnels page, or, link to a product that shows you somebody how to build funnels. So just whatever you're doing at the time, just try to think of a way that you can relate it, to an article. And it's really not hard to sit down and put 300 or 400 words on a piece of paper. And that's what's cool about using these document sharing sites, is there's no limitations. It's like if you go to eZine, I think they've actually upped it to where it has to be 400 words. Now, it used to be you could get by with 300 word articles. Now, they've upped it to 400 words, and so sometimes you have to add stuff in there to get your point across that, may kind of dilute the message. I got a good question, or Brett asked, Sam said we need to see a replay. Hamid said excuse me, iWriter.com, I's in the letter, and then writer.com is the Matt and Brad Callen site that Hamid was talking about. Morris said, thanks for the info on Social Monkey. Now I know that I'll be using it. Yeah, it's awesome. Peggy said, thank you. You're welcome. Kelvin just left. See you later, Kelvin. Okay, Ken said, you could actually find 10, 15 great articles in your niche in eZine articles, copy and paste everything, including the signature boxes, and make it a free report. As long as you don't change the articles, it's win-win for everyone. The authors will get exposure for their articles. You will get opt-ins, and the person opting in gets a lot of great info. But you should read everything to make sure it is good info before using them. And I'll think, yes, that Ken was right. On a side note, if you want to do that, for those of you who are absolutely cannot make it, of course, you wouldn't want to take those same PDFs and submit them to the document sharing sites because it really wouldn't have any benefit to you because it'd have their links in it. But as far as building a list that way, you could, absolutely. Absolutely. And you're right, the person absolutely would not care. If they do, then they're a dummy. You can do it to any of my articles. I don't care. Kellen said, excellent, thanks, and he left. Okay. Kellen said, thanks to a great webinar, great value information. Glad I could make it, but I have to go now. Yeah, Kelvin has another webinar. He has to do his own webinar, actually, so I'm glad he made it when I was here. Rudy said, can you show the use of FeedAg? I struggle to understand how it fits in the picture. Yes, yes. And Rose said, thank you, Coby. I always love your webinars. You're very welcome. I'm not done yet, though, so y'all don't run off just yet. Let me show Rudy how to use FeedAg, and then I will show y'all one more thing I have for you tonight. I have something really cool, less than $10, so it'll be worth sticking around. FeedAg's pretty straightforward. Again, I'm on the wrong computer, so I don't have my login details here, but I can still show you how to do it without logging in. In this case, it's FeedAg, AGG. There's also a FeedAge, or FeedEdge, or whatever they call it. I don't know how you pronounce it. Again, southern accent throws stuff off. You're just going to click on the top up here to add feed. After you sign in, of course, or sign up, it's free. You will put the URL from Social Monkey that I copied, that I copied the link location for the RSS feed. You'll copy that in here, or also you can put actually that's right. You'll put the RSS feed from Social Monkey in here. You'll put all your keywords in here as the descriptive tags. Click that to separate them as a comma. Also, always click the auto tag button, and then this last part is just like a CAPTCHA. Just enter the number 2086, and then if I was signed in, it would say add feed right here. I would click that, and what this does is this is kind of like a this is basically RSS feed directories are basically kind of like Oracle directories for RSS feeds. They house a lot of RSS feeds so that other people can come in here and they can put the information on their site. So you also get backlinks. First of all, it fits into the picture because once you do that, you're getting backlinks to your backlinks, and then once you ping them, they're going to get indexed, and so they're going to get crawled, and then they're going to crawl into your backlinks, and they're going to crawl into your site. So you're building first tier, second tier, and third tier backlinks, and then you're pinging them so you got your juice. And that's as simple as that. You can do this to as many sites as you want. And Rudy said, thanks, he gets it now. Awesome. And that is awesome. One of Robert's sites that I made for him, and using basically this technique that I just showed you for ranking, he said it's already at it's at #1 right now. That is awesome because I haven't even I'd planned on doing more bookmarking to it, and I hadn't yet. And I probably shouldn't reveal his niche on camera, so I won't put that on there. But that's awesome, Robert. I'm so glad. I'm so happy. Okay. I showed y'all one of my traffic secrets, and I actually showed you how to get further from it. But actually, I've put together a course that shows you this one traffic technique plus the whole situation step by step, beginning with the blog post from step 1 all the way through step 2. that I showed you tonight. Plus, I'm going to show you how to get even more out of your articles by repurposing them over and over and over, and not just into PDF, but also into other means, as in podcast, video, audio, etc., etc., etc. Now I'm going to show you how to get all of this. It's 15, 16 videos, something like that. Let's go and look at it. Oop, I put in the wrong. I put a period at the end, so that's not going to work. Let's try it again without the period. So while I'm putting that in, I think this is $9 right now. Super cheap. Some of you already have this. Like Robert. Robert, don't go buy this. Again. It's cobywright.com/traffic. It's $9. I call this the emergency 24-hour traffic generation course, but it's so much more than that. It's so much more than that. This is literally my traffic plan right here. This is it. This is what I do, was doing every single day. I have a VA that does it now. But this is what I would suggest you do every single day. Before I go through the offer, let's just look at what other people have said. Of course, I got the headline, Discover Complete Traffic Generation, blah, blah, blah. Here's what other people have said. Coby, your offer is insane. I worked through the videos. All I can say is it's awesome value for the money. Janie, she's not watching right now. She's in Australia, but she's really awesome. She's one of my great customers. She said, thanks, Coby. This is a great directional plan. Thanks for your thoughtfulness. It's easy to find out how to get traffic, but not easy to find places and methods that work. Yahira, he said, I've watched your videos. I like them very much. Even though I already know some of them, I had a lot of views. Thanks very much. And then Darren Monroe. I don't know if any of y'all know Darren Monroe. He's a pretty big name on the Warrior Forum. He said, this was a very good offer. Thumbs up. And I was kind of naive at the time. This is one of my first WSOs. Actually, I think this was my second one. This one was rather old. You can see 329, several months old. I was kind of naive at the time. I didn't realize how big of a deal it was to have Darren Monroe telling me this was a very good offer in capital letters on my sales page. Or, I got some screenshots here. This is way outdated. Like I said, this shows 3,000 visitors a month. I get 10,000 visitors a month now. This is sales page here. Yeah, it's $9 now. Of course, this started out a little bit cheaper. It's been increasing in price as people buy more. I've sold almost 200 copies of this now. Here's some of the stuff that I cover. A blueprint for generating free traffic, picking a winning keyword, how to get content indexed quickly, Web 2.0 sites that I use to drive massive traffic. I didn't even talk about Web 2.0 sites now. They're another big part of my traffic arsenal. Where to submit podcasts, Podcaster, another great traffic resource. And another 4 secret traffic resources, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. I'm not going to read the whole sales page to you. And you know what? This is how you know this is one of my first sales pages, because I didn't list every single video. Oh, I'm an idiot. Y'all know that I always list every single video and what's in there. But, okay, so this has 16 videos showing me doing every single step. And I think I've actually added bonus ones in there since then. 3 MP3s of me telling you exactly what I did. And then, of course, a 15-page PDF. And this is only $9. It's a great product. And Sam says, I have this already. Awesome. That's great. Awesome. Rudy said he just bought it. That's great. I appreciate that. Really appreciate that. For those of you who are watching this, who aren't watching this live, if you happen to get lucky enough to see a replay or maybe purchase this as a product, I haven't decided what I'm going to do with it yet. You can pick this product up at cobywright.com/traffic. I can't guarantee it'll still be $9 because you can see it is going up with each sale. But you can pick it up there if you want. And that's all I got for you. Thanks for showing up.